Hey, so you've probably heard copywriters and marketers at some point talk about the importance of editing. And they'll say things like you should edit ruthlessly, you should make sure that you are saying what you want to, that you're not using unnecessary words, and so on. But the thing is, they don't talk about the editing process and what that really looks like. I want to walk you through that right now. I'm going to show you an ad and kind of talk about some of the ways in which it's really good, and then talk about ways we can draw out the core ideas and benefits of the ad copy. And then I'm going to show you my version and talk about why I made some of the changes that I made. Now, some quick background for you. This is an ad for a company called Amplitude. Amplitude bought this ad in Stack Marketer, which is a marketing newsletter that talks about emerging tech and trends and news in digital marketing, and then also helps marketers know how to take advantage of that news, how to use it to their competitive advantage, and so on. So what's really cool about Stack Marketer is when you buy an ad placement with them, they write the copy for you because a lot of them are expert copywriters themselves, and they also know their audience really, really well. So that's one less thing you have to worry about. And also, you know that your product or your service is getting positioned for their 58,000 readers in the best possible way. So that's pretty cool. And also included with that is editing. I edit their newsletter and their ad copy. So I'm going to show you how I edit this. I'll show you my editing process, and you'll get to see some of that in real time. And you'll also get a better sense of why editing is so important and what it can do for ad copy and for copy in general. But today we're going to talk about an ad, and I'm going to tell you how I think about writing or editing for an ad specifically. So first, let's read this copy together, and then we will talk about it. So is Google Analytics 4 creating a headache for you? This 1-minute breakdown will help you choose a better solution. How'd you like the ability to visualize multi-channel journeys of your users, segment customers dynamically, and track what they're doing in your product all from one platform? If you're on the fence about which digital analytics platform to choose, compare Amplitude feature by feature with Google Analytics 4. Teams at ABS-CBN, Canva, and Walmart chose Amplitude because, and now they're quoting from these actual companies, it allows non-technical people to look at the data, digest what it means, understand what users are going through, and give them actionable steps. I haven't seen anything on the market that hits the sweet spot like Amplitude without having to learn SQL. It has helped us evolve our understanding of key touch points for our customers, especially around engagement and re-engagement. They are not the only ones. Dropbox, PayPal, Atlassian, and more use Amplitude to help drive better business results. So compare Amplitude compares with Google Analytics 4, a little redundancy there, to get a better idea if it's the right solution for you. Then try Amplitude for free. All right, let's talk about this ad really quick. So first of all, this is a great draft. We've got a lot of good things going on here. We speak to the pain that the customer is feeling right in the headline. We talk about how it creates a headache for them. And if anyone's used Google Analytics 4, and a lot of Stack Marketer readers have, they're going to be able to relate. Then we talk about how there's a solution, and there is a 1-minute breakdown that you can see. Looks like the copy addresses their desire here a little bit too. What are they trying to achieve or accomplish, which is being able to see the journeys of their users and segment customers and track what customers are doing with their product and with their websites and so on. I think the strongest thing that this copy has going for it is these testimonials. And here's why. Walmart is a household name. Kind of like Google, everyone knows Walmart. Canva is also a really well-known name among marketers, and not just by marketers at big companies, but marketers at small businesses and medium-sized businesses too. So we've got some really good, significant names here and some compelling testimonials from them. And if companies like Walmart and Canva went with Amplitude over Google Analytics 4, that's a big deal. So the copy is really strong. It's got a really strong concept here, which, if you haven't noticed by now, is big companies aren't using Google, they're using Amplitude. That to me is the biggest story here, or the biggest like angle. And then we mentioned some other names down here: Dropbox, PayPal. These are big names. These are really big names. So great first draft. Couple missing opportunities here, though. For one, it's good that we speak to the headache right in the headline, but the copy doesn't go into the headache more. Instead, it talks a lot about these other companies and how they're using Amplitude. I kind of think that if you're going to lead with a headache or a pain angle, you should probably unpack that pain and then show how the solution addresses that pain, or at least addresses one, or solves one aspect of that pain. The copy doesn't do that. So maybe leading with a headache kind of angle in the headline isn't the best angle, because it's not backed up really in the rest of the copy. The other thing is, it says in the same headline, it talks about a 1-minute breakdown to help you choose a better solution. Only thing is, so when I'm editing copy, I have to like step back a little bit and think about the audience who's reading this. I also have to think about their context. What is the context of this ad? This is something that a lot of copywriters don't talk about, which is surprising to me because it's so important. The context of this ad is a newsletter with 2 news features, 2 additional ad placements, 2 content sections, and a little bit more. So there's a lot of friendly competition in that sense. And the readers who are reading this copy, or hopefully reading this copy, are in kind of a mindset of, I'm here. It's like a news mindset, like what's happening, what's going on, what do I need to know about? In other words, what they're looking for is new information, and they're going to be looking for new stories, right? So it's fine to talk about a headache here, and it's absolutely, like, talking about pains is like always baseline, such a good idea in copy. But we don't really, the rest of the copy doesn't elaborate on that pain. So I think we need to change things up a little bit. And you'll see with my edits, I'm going to actually lean into the angle of Walmart choosing Amplitude over Google Analytics 4, because that is a really strong angle. And it's going to speak to a lot of people who are sick of Google Analytics 4 and how complex it is, who are already familiar with the headache of it, but also it's going to fit the format of the newsletter really well, because people are going to be in a newsy mindset. So treating it almost like it's a news story is going to make this copy like not only feel more native to the newsletter, but it's also going to make it interesting. It's going to give a story and a hook that's going to pull people in. So let me show you what I've done with my edits. Let's read through this really quick. Walmart got rid of Google Analytics 4. Here's what it's using instead. Is the complexity of Google Analytics 4 giving you migraines? It was causing headaches at Walmart too, which is why the Walmart team ditched GA4 for Amplitude. Now we quote Walmart here. It has helped us evolve our understanding of the key touch points for our customers, especially around engagement and re-engagement. And it's not just Walmart. Teams at Canva and ABS CBN also chose Amplitude because I haven't seen anything like it. It allows non-technical people. If you're on the fence about which digital platform to choose, why not compare Amplitude side by side with GA4 in just 60 seconds here? And if it seems like a good fit, you can try Amplitude for free. All right. So here's what we've done, right? We are leaning really heavily into the Walmart idea. Why? We could talk about 3 different companies: Canva, ABS, Walmart, but we're adding a lot of names in the headline and kind of a lot of different ideas. So by leading with Walmart, we're tightening the angle significantly. We're also telling a story right in the headline. Walmart got rid of Google Analytics 4. Here's what it's using instead. How do you not want to know what that is, right? Because Walmart's a huge company and Google is a huge company. And Walmart just got rid of Google Analytics. That's huge. It feels like news. It feels like a big story. And that pulls you into the rest of the copy. You'll notice too, though, that right away in the first line, I speak to the reader. Is the complexity of Google Analytics 4 giving you migraines? It was causing headaches at Walmart too. So not only are we're like leading with the story of Walmart, but we're also speaking right to the reader. We're pulling the reader into the copy, and we're addressing a problem that they are well familiar with by now. And we're also showing them that, like, hey, Walmart was in the same situation. We're kind of like, creating some like affinity there. And then we're talking about what Walmart is doing instead and why. And then now we compound the social proof. Now we're saying, like, it's not just Walmart, it's teams at Canva and ABS too. And we have their quotes in here as well. So if you're on the fence about which digital platform to choose, now we address the reader again. Why not compare Amplitude with GA4 in just 60 seconds here? What's nice about this line too is the original copy did a nice job of saying there's a 1-minute breakdown. Like, no, this won't take you long. But now we've contextualized that a little bit better. It's like, if you're on the fence about a new digital analytics platform, you can compare these two in like a minute. Seems really easy. And if you like it, you can try Amplitude for free. So now we've set up the offer really well, basing it in a story that feels native to the newsletter, that feels newsy. This is what editing should do. Editing should take your ideas, and it doesn't just trim them down or make them, make the copy shorter or something. Editing is supposed to, that's the process where you draw out the strongest idea in your copy based on the context of the ad or the copy and based on the target readership, and you make it as compelling as possible. Hope you have found this helpful and useful, and I'll see you around.